punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were in the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cooper, the man in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 39, Watson right back to Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Watson looks to throw again. Caught here by Bell. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Watson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Touchdown!
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Going up top.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
After the run, Watson going to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
To throw is Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have taken the lead. York now for the extra point.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
From the 29, Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And some space here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Hey, 31!
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Watson now to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
4th down, here's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw here. And Watson has it right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd play. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass. pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Watson. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Watson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Watson to throw. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Chubb, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Look at this, a tight end carry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot. But you took it already. Go ahead now, get the field goal.
York able to send this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that.
In the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup. Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway in Southern California. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start. The 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 44.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 27. This is caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 27 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You mates all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. On first down, it's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On 4th down, Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 14-yard touchdown. And And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Chargers 7. And McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 27, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Chargers 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard line.
Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line. But it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. third quarter lead.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
On second and very short. Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion left goes Boyd. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's got it to about the 40.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
Here's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
On gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Preston Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
39-yard gain. First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From midfield now, Burrow. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Herbert to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Herbert. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
EHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here. Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would. Gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, break!
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber. Opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing, Jones.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's not that crucial from the accuracy and the timing of the guy trying to throw the football. On that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Take it in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Pat.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They go play action with Hurts.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cobb in motion right. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Been able to find Allen Lazard. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left is Cobb. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Rodgers now on first down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mustang 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, Their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Here's a give to Jones running left.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds his receiver, Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 45 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles! And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try, and you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Doubs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers dancing to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They give it off here at the tight end. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stay. As Sanders has it pumped free, and this is going to be Packer football.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 31 yards. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
kick it away.
Taken in at the 3.
Well, now how about this return? And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Rodgers to throw. Open man, here's Cobb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime that ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He's back to throw. Being chased out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
First throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if winning side, an outstanding.